This documentary shows the importance of a Veteran Freedom Center in Dubuque, Iowa. This was created by a sociology class at the Alternative Learning Center.
Okay, this started about 7 years ago. I had went for treatment for PTSD. I went up to Wisconsin, and while I was up there, they said in order to help me, I should try to find something I wanted to do. So when I was younger, I got married young and couldn't afford to build a car or anything that I wanted. I'm a big gearhead type person. So I ended up getting a shop of my own and started to rebuild an '85 Monte Carlo. And in the meantime, as I went on rebuilding this car, people started stopping in. And it come that it was all vets. And we'd all stop and talk and whatever. Pretty quick, it got to be more and more and more, and the one time I counted like 17 vets down in my garage in the morning.
My name's Alan Rowell. I'm an E5. When me and Jim started the place, it was we never thought it'd get to where it is now. I'm a big pusher of helping people with PTSD and so on. And PTSD is a hard thing to describe. There's a lot of us that have it, but there's so many different degrees of it. And what we do with, what it means to me is simply that this is how I survive with my PTSD, is to help other vets. We do this National Tea Tournament, we do the castaways. But here in the shop, we take guys and what it amounts to is to make them feel like they're useful, that they can still do stuff. PTSD is something that's, when they sit off by themselves, they isolate. And when they isolate, things just manifest. And when they do, it gets worse and worse and worse. So what we do here is get them out of that shell, get them back in here, and this is a safe place for it. If we can get more and more involvement, there's one thing that works tremendously for vets. That's vets helping vets. They believe in it. That's, everybody here is a volunteer. Everybody. There isn't one person gets paid.
Hello, I am Deidre Atentis. I'm retired Lieutenant Colonel out of the Air Force. I was in for 25 years. A little over 25 years. I was both enlisted and an officer, and I was active duty as well as in the Air National Guard up in the Twin Cities. I was really lost when I came back from my 4th deployment in 2013, and I really wasn't sure what it exactly was. I think when I look back, it was probably a series of different events. I had an injury on the flight line in Afghanistan, and following that injury I was air evac'd out, which means I was transported up to Germany, and I sat up there for about 12 days. Thought I needed surgery, ended up not having the surgery, and then I was sent home. When I got home, I was in bed probably for the better part of 4 months, and was on morphine, and just, if it wasn't for my family, I think, I really struggled. My son quit school, moved home, and took care of me, fed me smoothies, and I had flashcards that I used to communicate with my family. It was a pretty tough go. After I was here back home for about a year, I kind of stumbled into the Freedom Center, and I haven't left.
My name's Jim Bremeyer, and I was in the Navy from August 18th, 1965 to July 23rd, 1969. I spent 3 years on a destroyer and a year in Vietnam. I got out and went to work on the railroad in January of '70 and worked there until 2007 when I retired. And the Veterans Freedom Center is the place to be if you're a vet. There's everything here a vet needs. There's wheelchairs, there's rides to Iowa City, there's a game room, there's just a gathering room, a nice shop that has every tool imaginable for woodworking. Brotherhood, yeah, definitely. You have your little feuds like every family, you know, and guys getting mad at other guys and everything, but it never leads to anything, you know. And 10 minutes later, you're patting each other on the back.
My name's Thomas Healy. I was in the Army for 3 years, stationed overseas in Germany. I was a medic. Encountered a lot of things, quite experiences as a young person at that particular time. I came back after 3 years to Dubuque and kind of looked around for a job and whatever. And then down the road, a gentleman that did come down here at the Freedom Center told me I should come down here. That we had it was just a lot of camaraderie here, and so I put it off. Finally hit me again. Come on, you got to. So I did, and I came down, and I was very happy that I did. There is so much camaraderie and good things happening down at the Freedom Center. I mean, we share some of our stories, our experiences, and more or less kind of help each other, and it's a great place. They do a lot of things for the veterans. We have fundraisers, and we're very, very fortunate to have the backing that we have from the different organizations.